change your mind, 'cause I don't think we're finished until I cross the line. 'Cause I can't let you go. I want you to know that I will make you mine. 'Cause I can't let you go. I want you to know that I will make you mine. So before we dive in deeper, I wanna get to know you well, you well. And the only thing that's better is you and me together for real.
All right, here we are. I wanted to go all right, but then the McConaughey thing. But so here we are. We are about an hour and a half from the Miami, North Carolina game. Right now, Washington and Oregon, they got about 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Oregon has the ball. Washington's up 29-18. So real quick, my main man, Canes today. I want to share this hype video he did. Okay. And if this don't get you in the mood, nothing will. So without further ado, make sure my volume is all good. Check this out.
Building buzz becomes a roar in South Florida tonight.
Looks middle, throw, Clark, up the 10, up the 5, into the end zone. Five in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
So yeah, I just wanted to show that because I mean that was so freaking cool. That young man is doing some great stuff. Oh, so you know, last night I did call in the coop. I made some comments. I stand by him. We talked about it last night during our little fellowship show, and I still posed the question that who are the level of competition that North Carolina has played. How, I mean, no disrespect to May, no disrespect to North Carolina, but they really haven't. They just played, middle of the road teams. They haven't played anybody. And again, neither is Miami. I mean, yeah, we always talk about the A&M game. Okay, yeah, fine, great, beautiful. But neither team has really played anybody. And when I mean play anybody, haven't played any top 10 teams. Uh, haven't played any top 25 teams. Miami played A&M at the time, but still, again, not resting my hat on that. Uh, I just, I still stand by what I said. May and then North Carolina has not faced a defense like ours. I feel that the front line, the front seven of Miami's defense is going to create havoc. I really do. Uh, so before we get too involved, uh, because I got some things to say about stuff that's gone on today. But I tell you what, excuse me. I tell you what, uh, last night, last night I was watching the I was watching that Colorado Stanford game. And at the time, Colorado had already went up like 29 nothing. They had just scored a easy walk-in touchdown. I'm like, man, screw this. I'm going to bed. They were up 29 nothing. And I can tell you one thing. No disrespect. No disrespect to Colorado. No disrespect to Dion. I think they are doing wonderful things. They have talented players. I wish nothing but the best. So by saying that, Colorado, who was 4-2, blew a 29 to nothing lead at halftime. 29 to nothing. And they were just dominating Stanford. I thought for sure, I figured Colorado was going to probably end up scoring at least 50 points on them. But then Stanford come back in the Stanford come back in that second half and tied it up as time expired in the fourth quarter. And then outscored Colorado 10-7 in overtime, with Stanford a 1-4 team. Come back and won 46-43 after being down 29 points at the half. Now, say what you want, do what you want, act how you want. But hey, Canes, today I just did your little North Carolina thing, if that was okay. But the crap that went on last week with Miami and Georgia Tech, it was bad, but we did not blow a 29 nothing lead to a 1-4 team. Of course, I don't hear anybody say anything about that. Uh but what do you do? What do you do? I'm not picking on Colorado. I'm not picking on anybody. I'm just saying, you know, as bad as the game was last week, at least we didn't blow a 29-point lead to a one-win team. So real quick, let's look at the scoreboard. Earlier today, Georgia beat Vanderbilt 37-20, and it was pretty nip and tuck most of the game. It wasn't a blowout. Michigan destroyed Indiana 52-7. Ohio State, they did their thing. Florida State did their thing. And Alabama, no, I mean, the score was 24-21 Alabama over Arkansas, but it really, I mean, Arkansas tried. You know, they tried. Right now, I've been kind of peeking in on that. Been watching that Washington Oregon game off and on. Oh, throwing a deep pass, incomplete. So right now, and I'm sure y'all are probably watching it too. Right now, with about 3:24 left in the third, Washington is up 29-18. At the start of this game, it was like, oh, this is going to be a track meet. This is going to be a 50-49 game or something, you know. But it's kind of, I mean, they're showing 310 yards for both teams. So, I mean, you know, this could be a good game. The only thing is they got an hour and say 30, 45 minutes to finish this thing. You know, they got to finish this because they're going to cut into our time, you know. But right now, looking at the top 25 games in progress, the Utah Utes are up by 20 over California, 34-14. Penn State is pitching a shutout against the UMass, whatever they are. UMass, I don't care. I told you about Oregon, Washington, and Tennessee and A&M. It's 14-13 Tennessee over A&M. Pretty cool. And this is what kills me. This game here kills me. Number 23, Kansas, is up 32-30 with about 10.5 left in the fourth over Oklahoma State. Now, never, ever in my wildest dreams, never, ever. I know you never say never, but I never thought in the last, as long as I've been, it's been a long time. I've probably been a Canes fan longer than most of your parents have been alive. But I would have never thought I would see the day where Kansas, the Kansas Jayhawks, are ranked higher than the Miami Hurricanes. I never thought I would see that. Basketball, yeah, sure, no problem. I mean, that it happens. But football, nah, bro. That's crazy stuff. So yeah, that's what's going on. Of course, tonight we do have Miami, North Carolina kickoff, or I should say, it comes on at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, ABC. So if you got an antenna and your local ABC channel is not in that VHF section, which mine is, if it's in a UHF, which I doubt, you just pop a paper clip in the back of your TV and you can watch it. But anyway, that's beside the point. I'm kind of excited. I like it when we play on ABC because I can watch it off my antenna and don't have to really rely on the internet with the ESPN app. The only problem is here in the great state of Louisiana, today was election day. Governor's race, lieutenant governors, attorney general, treasurer, blah, blah, et cetera, et cetera. Now, here's the problem. I mean, I didn't find out. Oh, Oregon just scored. Nice pass play. Got about 1:36 left. Oregon just scored. Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass. So yeah, with it being a statewide election today in the great state of Louisiana, and with the Miami game being on the ABC network, I'm telling you now, they better not screw us at the end, and then the ABC channel cuts to election results. Which I mean, if they do, they do. I don't really care because I'll just flip over to the ESPN app and watch the game. But I kind of like to watch it on over the air because it'll be kind of more real time. Won't be much delay. Wow, either Oregon enjoys 2-point conversions or they have no faith in their place kicker. Yeah, busted out the white. Oh, there it is. They scored the two. So it's now 29-26. Washington over Oregon with about a minute and a half left in the third. So, yeah, got my white cup out, doing my part for the whiteout. I do not have a white jersey. The only white Miami shirts I have is the Rose Bowl championship shirt, which is old. Uh, I got a couple of white hats around here, white baseball hats that are like 30 years old. But I'm wearing my CANES Canes hat. That's right. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. So tonight. Whoa, Phil Collins. So tonight, Miami is playing North Carolina. Uh, I won't go too in depth on the numbers because it's been it's probably been flogged. That horse has been flogged to death. But the thing that really gets me about the numbers is right now, total yards per game. This is average according to ESPN.com. Miami is sitting at 505.8. So we'll say 506. UNC is at 500. Pretty close. Pretty close. Passing per game, Miami's doing just a click under 295. North Carolina is doing 326-ish. Okay. Now here's the kicker. Rushing. Whoa, easy now. Don't get excited. Rushing, Miami is averaging about 210, 211 yards a game so far through 5 games. North Carolina is only doing about 174. Okay. Now, yards allowed. Now, this is very interesting. Okay. Miami is only allowing about 268, 269 yards a game total. North Carolina is giving up 335 yards a game. How you like them numbers? So, when you break it down, they're basically tit for tat on passing yards allowed. Miami at 210, North Carolina 217. Yeah, not bad, not bad at all. Now, this is another interesting stat. Miami has only averaged 58 yards allowed per game. North Carolina's given up 118. Now, those numbers I just quoted you came from the last 5 games that North Carolina played. Okay, here are the teams that North Carolina has played the first 5 weeks of the season. Syracuse, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, App State, Appalachian State, which, Miami fans, we know about them. I bet you the Michigan fans ain't forgot about them either. And then they had South Carolina. Not in that order, but they started with South Carolina, App State, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Syracuse. So, I mean, maybe I'm missing something. Okay, so if anybody out there can enlighten me on who has North Carolina played, what defense has really given North Carolina trouble? I don't see it. all this, and this is where I'm getting at. If May is good, he's good. And I give I take my hat off, tip my hat to him. The only thing is I don't I don't see who they've played to justify all this. I'll be nice. All this talk, all this hype around May being the greatest quarterback to ever go on the field. Apparently he's already won the Heisman. I don't get it. Miami, they've basically done the same thing. Yeah, they played Miami of Ohio. They played A&M, Boston College, Bethune-Cookman. I'm sorry, I saw the BC went stupid. Bethune-Cookman, and they played Temple. Okay, and yeah, they lost to Georgia Tech. We did. They did. It happened. But even during those first 5 games, Miami's defense has played rather well. Last week Miami outgained Georgia Tech on offensive yards almost 2-1. Granted, they lost, but you take away those 3 turnovers, you take away the referees doing what they did. Yeah, I mean, Miami still came up short on the scoreboard. I'm not saying should have, could have, would have, but I'm just saying number wise. Uh I don't see I just don't see where all this hype for this May guy is coming from, Mr. Drake May. Right now, Drake May is 129 for 179. Okay. For 1,629 yards. He has 8 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. If he was as good as these North Carolina people have been saying, if he's as good as everybody's been saying, why does he only have 8 touchdowns and 4 interceptions? Their leading rusher has 88 carries for 461 yards. Mr. Parrish Jr. from Miami, he has 59 carries for 379 yards. But you have to realize he's sharing time along with Mr. Allen, Mr. Cheney Jr., who was not down. He was down. Cheney was down. He did not fumble. Keep your head up, young man. And then you got Fletcher, who's kind of banged up right now. So they've been sharing time. Everybody, I say everybody, the stuff you hear on the YouTubes and all that good jazz, they talking about this receiver coming back. Okay. That's fine. They come out, they played Syracuse last week. Is my TV doing that? I'll just turn the TV off because I think the TV is throwing a light and it's messing up my camera. And I see Son of Fire, what's up? I keep seeing things dim, and I want to make sure that I'm not having issues, because when the lights dim, you're kind of like, "Ooh, is that me or is it really dimming?" And there's nobody in here to ask. So yeah, it was just the TV. So anyway, what I'm getting at is, I have, people are going to have confidence. I bet you it was. I mean, fans are going to have confidence in their team. Okay, they're going to have it. But the way these North Carolina people have been, especially like last night and so forth. It's like, you know, Mr. May is Joe Montana, John Elway, Johnny Unitas, Doug Williams, Dan Marino, Drew Brees, all wrapped up into one. They're talking like Drake May's already won the Heisman. He's already won 3 Super Bowls. He's done won MVPs in those Super Bowls and has led his NFL team to 3 perfect seasons. You know, it. I tell you, I know. I don't really have a neutral side of me. All I have is a Miami side of me, but I have a realistic Miami side of me. I don't. That defense is going to eat up North Carolina. I'm telling you, the defensive front is going to eat them up. I'm still sticking by my 27-17 Miami on top. Uh, as far as game plans go, if it was up to me, based on what I see, I'm having a Dr. Seuss moment. uh if I was Mr. Dawson, Coach Dawson, I would try to see if the running game can actually bring to light the way the rushing defense for North Carolina has suffered. Can Miami's running game exploit North Carolina's rushing defense? And if that's the case, if they can have some success Miami can have success rushing the ball. You've got Man, you have got some of the best receivers, some of the fastest receivers sitting out there. You hit them with that play action. You can't tell me. Oh, okay. Oregon just scored with 13 minutes left in the fourth. All right, y'all better hurry up because we got about an hour before our game gets started here. Anyway, you see where I'm getting at? So if TVD isn't moving the ball and throwing TDs, I go to Emory. Hey, man, look, bruh. I was going to get to that. But with the running backs we have, with the offensive line we've had, with the success this team has had so far this year, hit them with the run, hit them with the run, hit them, and then you hit that play action with a good pass. But see, here's the problem, and I'm gonna speak to your point, Mr. Son of Fire. Here's the problem. I don't know what Tyler was up to last week. I know this is going to sound crazy. It's going to sound far-fetched. I know you're going to say, hey, you got your tinfoil hat on. But it's almost like TVD was trying to make money for a gambler. I mean, he's sitting there staring receivers down. I think it was was it the first interception in the end zone where that safety read his eyes? And I think that safety moved over and intercepted in the end zone. But I mean, looking at the replay, you already had 2 defenders and then the safety coming up. I don't know what he was trying to do. Is he trying to do too much? I don't know. But Tyler is at the point of his career where he should not be making those mistakes. I understand these are young men, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. They're going to make mistakes, But at this point in time, those mistakes should not. Quarterbacks are taught, don't stare down your receivers. But when you're sitting there just looking at them, your head doesn't move, and you just looking at them. You're waiting for them. Your head still ain't moved. You're staring them down, staring them down, staring them down. Guess what the safety's going to do? interception. You know, but yeah, if I agree, Son of Fire. I agree with you, dude. If TVD still can't, I don't want to say get his head out of his ass, but if TVD isn't doing it, you got to put Emery in. You can't sit there and continue to let TVD do what he's doing. I right now all I can do is hope. Okay, I really feel, just me, this is just my opinion. I really think that what happened last week is not going to happen again. I really don't. I hope. I hope it doesn't. You know, I'm sure this game will start out where, probably the first possession or two for Miami, they'll probably do they may do like a 5 and out, might do a 6 and out. They'll probably get a first down, but they're going to kind of like a boxing match. They're going to feel each other out. But once Miami gets to about that third possession on offense of the game, they should figure it out. And I'm telling you right now, I got personally, from what I've seen, I got all the faith in the world that the defense for Miami, those young men, they're playing like a bunch of crazed dogs out there, as they used to say. You know, and personally, I really hope the front 7 or 6 or however many they put, the defensive line, the pressure. Okay, I'm hoping that they're able to, one, not be held like they have been all season. Okay. I'm hoping that they can get in there, create pressure, not so much sack them, not so much sack Drake May or whatever his name is, but to just disrupt him, throw his timing off, make him flush him out. If you flush him out the pocket and he gets 5 or 6 yards, so be it. Okay. But he can't sit back there and just pick our secondary apart, because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm still not sold on this defensive secondary of Miami. I'm really not. They're good. Don't get me wrong, and I am in no way, talking bad about these young men. But our defensive secondary, it's better than last year, but it's still got some issues. You know, And I know Cam got burnt on that last play. That happens. Okay. I mean, that happens. But there are some folks that really need to spend a little more time on the practice field, get some more reps on pass coverage and this and that, because we've got to get some solid defensive backs. I'm just saying. But fortunately, our defensive front has got to get in there and create pressure. They only had 1 sack against Georgia Tech. Well, see, that's the crazy thing, Son of Fire. That's the crazy thing. The defensive line, even though they may not get in there and get the quarterback on his back, they're getting in there when they're not held, which is very rarely. Okay. But, they get in the pressure. They flushing them out. They're making them do whatever, you know. Uh, if the defense gets in there and they flush the quarterback out the pocket and the quarterback scrambles out and he hits a pass, well, the sun shines on the dog's ass every now and then. Okay. But in the event of the quarterback getting flushed out, the defensive backs have to maintain coverage. The defensive backs have to maintain their coverage. And if they're in a zone, they still have to maintain coverage. because as soon as they get suckered in, boom, they get hit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, and honestly, I don't know. Maybe it's just the Miami me talking, but I North Carolina has not faced a defense like Miami. You know, like I said earlier. Oh, North Carolina has played South Carolina, Appalachian State, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, and Syracuse. Okay, they have yet to play a ranked opponent. Miami is their first ranked opponent all year. Take that for what it's worth. But as far as the ACC goes, they played Syracuse and Pittsburgh. They're not really doing much this year. But I love it. I really love it because I was this morning. I was catching a little bit of that circus called uh that morning college football show on ESPN. And I mean it's kind of a joke. Honestly, it has really become a joke. And yeah, yeah, the Dolphins defense. I was impressed with the 5 sacks, but Dolphins defense they got some work to do, compared to the offense. But anyway, the whatever I've done drawn a blank the morning college Saturday morning college ESPN thing. Oh, and nobody, and I'm fine with it. I love it. Nobody's given us a snowball's chance in hell because of the debacle last week. It always amazes me. Really, it pisses my ass off how Miami can have a bad game. And yeah, they had a bad game last week and they lost. Okay, but they had a bad game. When Miami has a bad game, we're held to a different standard than say when Florida State damn near blew it against Boston College. Nothing was said about Boston College, Florida State. Nothing. You know. But, I like it. I like it. Don't pick us. If I can borrow that from the basketball team, don't pick us. Because I'm going to tell you what, in years past, when Miami had their back up against the wall, they were like, like a cornered animal. They come out fighting and they kicked your ass, dude. Yeah, you got us one time, but we coming back on your ass. And I guess I'm real anxious to see how this team responds tonight. Um, I hope they come out pissed off. I hope they come out pissed off. But don't come out and play angry. Don't play mad. Play smart, but have a chip on your shoulder. We don't need any stupid penalties. Don't need any personal fouls from the defense. Because the refs are every time that ball is snapped, they got their hand on the flag waiting. They're waiting. I'm sorry. I don't like to play that game, but it's true. It's true. I don't know what Miami has done to piss all these people off. Maybe it's because we were winning. Maybe they were mad because we were dancing in the end zone. But if you don't want us dancing in the end zone, keep us out the end zone. Stop us. But they couldn't. All right, I'll stop. It's I just that's one of to me as a Canes fan, these many, many, many decades. That's the one thing that really, really pisses me off is how Miami is held to a different standard than everybody else. But it's cool. I don't care. You know. And when Miami becomes the flavor of the month, they'll be kissing our ass again, like, we're the greatest thing of all time. Oh, so yeah, that's that's really about it. North Carolina is still a 2.5 point favorite. I want to say that it dropped down to 2 points yesterday. So I don't know what's going on with that. But I really honestly feel that Miami is more battle tested than North Carolina is. Now, granted, they're playing in North Carolina at Chapel Hill, the heart of the beloved ACC, you know, and I can tell you right now, the ACC wants North Carolina over Miami. I can tell you that right now. Just say it. I'm just saying. But I'm hoping that Miami comes out and just punches them in the mouth. Just first play of the game, punches them in the mouth. I like to see just pound the ball, pound the ball. Don't try to keep going up the middle all the time, but just keep pounding the ball, run the ball, run the ball. And then guess what? Bam. That's right. Slant to Harrell. Hit Jacoby. Hit Colby. Strepo. And TVD needs to stop relying on just X-Man. He's got all the weapons in the world. Look them off. Know your progressions. You know? But we'll see. We'll see. So, with all that being said, I still think that Miami is going to win at least 27-17. And I was being generous with the 17. Now, North Carolina, they might squeeze out 20, but that's all they're going to. I think the defense for Miami is going to hold North Carolina under 20 points for sure. Wouldn't that be some shit if Miami comes out and puts a 40 on that ass? But again, it doesn't matter. What needs to happen is Miami needs to come out, play Miami football, stop all these dumb mistakes that they had last week. Okay. Just come out, play some good disciplined football, win the line of scrimmage, and just win the game. I mean, they just play good. Go out there and play like they know they can play. So that's about all I got to say. I will be back for the post game after the game. Probably depends on how things go. I usually try to shoot for about 15 minutes after the game is over, 15, 20 minutes, depending. So we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, thank y'all. Thanks to everybody who come out for the pregame show. Son of Fire, is always a pleasure talking with you. Canes today, you know it, dude. Thank you for all the good stuff you're doing. Earlier in the broadcast, I played Canes today's little Miami UNC hype video. You can see it on YouTube. That's Canes Today on YouTube. That young man's doing good stuff. So, and for those of you that were sitting in the back row, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. All I ask is to help our channel out. Be sure to like, subscribe, tell somebody. Say, hey, they got this crazy old dude on there called South Coast Kane, bro. That dude's a trip, bro. You ought to see this stuff. Nah. So, anyway, that's how we're going to do it. I'm looking for Miami to come out and win 27-17, if not 30-17. So, peace, love, and soul. Go Canes, baby. Bye. See you later.